Long, long ago, there lived a great king named Midas who was greedy. His only concern was counting his gold coins every day and dreaming to make even more of them during nightfall. But no matter the amount of gold he stored away, it was never adequate to quench his greed. One morning, King Midas was strolling through his lush rose garden. There, he encountered a satyr, a creature half man and half goat. The satyr looked lost and tired. Taking pity on the creature's condition, Midas offered food to the satyr and pointed him in the proper direction. Grateful to the king for his help, the satyr decided to grant one wish to the king as a reward. Midas stopped. Could one wish really satisfy all his wishes? He couldn't help himself feeling a little cheated. That was, after all, 3 wishes, the traditional stock of tales like these. Just as he was protesting, a thought struck him like a flash of lightning. Unimaginable gold visions began dancing in his mind. "Gold!" cried the king. "I want everything I touch to turn to gold." The satyr hesitated. "Sure? This won't bring you the happiness you think it's going to?" But Midas waved his hand in warning, insisting on his wish. Reluctantly, the satyr granted it. Eager to test his newly acquired power, Midas reached out for a stone. As soon as he touched it with his fingertips, the stone became golden and hard. He rubbed his eyes in awe. Elated, he grasped whatever was in view: grass, flowers, tree twigs. Under his hands, all things turned into gold. "I have the golden touch," he exclaimed with all his heart. Racing back to his castle, Midas envisioned a life of boundless riches. To celebrate, he ordered a grand feast. Meat, cheese, bread, and the finest wine were brought before him. As he sat down, his chair turned to gold. He reached for his goblet, which became a shining golden cup in his hand. But when he tried to take a sip of water, the liquid turned to gold, hard and undrinkable. Panicked, he grabbed a piece of bread, but it too turned into a lump of gold the moment it touched his lips. "Oh no!" cried Midas. "I can't eat or drink. What have I done?" At the sound of his distress, his beloved daughter ran to comfort him. She threw her arms around her father, but to Midas' horror, she instantly transformed into a golden statue. Devastated, the king collapsed to his knees, tears streaming down his face, tears that turned into tiny golden beads as they fell. "Please," he cried to the gods, "I have made a terrible error. My greed has robbed me of everything I truly loved. I have learned my lesson. Take back this accursed gift and have things return to the way they were. I see now that true happiness springs from love, not wealth." Moved by his genuine remorse, the gods decided to help. They instructed Midas to wash himself in the river Pactolus to cleanse himself of the golden touch. Without hesitation, the king raced to the river and plunged into its waters. As he scrubbed himself clean, golden flecks drifted away and his cursed power vanished. When Midas returned to the castle, he was overjoyed to find his daughter restored to life. He embraced her tightly, vowing never to let greed cloud his judgment again. However, the gods left Midas with a reminder of his foolishness. A pair of donkey ears sprouted from the top of his head. Though embarrassed by his appearance, Midas wore them humbly, a constant reminder of the lesson he had learned. From that day on, Midas was very fond of his family and simple pleasures in life, and so he found happiness that no amount of gold could buy. The end.